let's get to personal finance questions. We have an expert joining us now. Sumit Vaid of Freedom Financial Planners is our expert today. Sumit, quite a few callers, so let's straight away get to the callers. The first caller is Bharat Ramnani. Okay, we haven't been able to connect to him, but we have his note with us. He sent us an SMS query as well from Ahmedabad. He says that he invests about 1.2 to 1.3 lakh rupees per annum in various insurance policies. He has a surplus of between 60 to 80,000 per month and wants to know where to put the same.
Interesting question, Lata. This insurance as an investment, query never goes away. And I, being a financial planner myself, is trying to really understand the psychology behind, and more than changing the viewers, my own perspective is also changing. So I'll contextualize for you. And my perspective is very clear. Indian people or Indian investors are telling us again and again that they don't like volatility. And somewhere insurance as an investment, especially long-term endowment plans, take them away from the volatility, irrespective of the return, irrespective of the asset allocation. So my advice to Bharatji will be that he should see that he has an adequate insurance, because insurance is protection and he needs to take care of that. Once he has adequate insurance in form of a term cover, he needs to articulate his goals, which is his life goals. And once in the goal, he needs to think about asset allocation. Whether it's fixed income, whether it's equity, whether it's gold, what is that linked to a goal based on the horizon? Within that asset allocation, on the fixed income side, it's pretty okay to put insurance, especially endowment plans, which all he has mentioned, as debt component of the portfolio, because it is coming across that they don't like volatility. So that will be my advice, that you have insurance, look at adequacy of insurance, look at fixed income allocation, and kind of set it within that, and also try and increase equity allocation in your portfolio, because you cannot ignore equity as a long-term capital builder or wealth creation tool, and then that will be the ideal mix, keeping in mind that insurance is something which really gives comfort to a lot of Indian population, and we need to understand the reason why.
No, is it that it gives you comfort because it protects you from volatility, or is it because you just don't know your NAV? It's only an N number that will be announced, and then there are always some bonus points that are added. Is it the opacity, the lack of transparency that is seemingly giving comfort to insurance buyers?
No, that's a very important point, and I'm completely with you. It's lack of transparency, which is coupled with lack of last mile good advice which is going on. Both these things are not there. So people are looking at fill it, shut it, forget it kind of product, in which they have discipline which is inbuilt. Okay. They don't have to really worry about it. If you want to have a transparent product, you need to have good quality advisor also who can handhold you and take you through these volatilities. I think in Indian scenario, the reason why people are getting into insurances, especially LIC, is that it really satisfies both things. So at one hand, there is a problem, but at the other end, there is an opportunity for an advisor to really go and play a much more active role to get people to get adequately right kind of return over a period of time.
Yeah, it has been our endeavor, Sumit, through experts like you, to distinguish between insurance and investment in our columns. Just a bit of a digression on the headlines that are coming in.
Absolutely, but no news, no sort of reaction on Tech Mahindra, considering that it is now merged, now that Satyam is merged with Tech M. But we do understand that the US court has ordered fresh proceedings against Satyam Computers, which is erstwhile Satyam Computers. But there is no real reaction which is coming in on Tech M, which is holding up with gains of around 2% at this point.
Yeah, so we'll try and get more from Tech M, if Tech Mahindra, if they respond. But at the moment, that's all we hear, has ordered fresh proceedings into Satyam, and they believe that the charge is that they fraudulently induced venture some company
into a partnership. So those are some details coming in, but in fact Tech M has increased in terms of gains, so we'll get to the bottom of this, but as of now there's no reaction coming in on Tech M. So let's concentrate on the personal finance segment then. We have another caller now. Murari Kumar Sharma calls in from Ranchi, our first caller actually for today. Murari, go ahead.
मैम, हमारे पास वो रिलायंस गोल्ड सेविंग्स फंड की एक SIP है, और ICICI प्रूडेंशियल फोकस्ड ब्लू चिप इक्विटी फंड की रिटेल ग्रोथ की एक SIP है. तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि क्या मैं इसे मतलब कंटिन्यू रखूं या इसे ब्रेक कर दूं?
Okay. Sumit, what would you recommend? ICICI Blue Chip Fund as well as Reliance Gold are the two funds that he has investments in.
Maybe you want to reply in Hindi, Sumit?
हाँ जी, मुरारी जी, बिफोर आपको मैं प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में बताऊं, इससे पहले मैं आपको ये बोलूंगा कि आप अगर इसके अपने गोल्स जिंदगी के सोच के अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ लिंक करें तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। जैसे कि बच्चों की एजुकेशन, अपनी रिटायरमेंट के बारे में, उससे आपको पता चलेगा कितना ड्यूरेशन है, कितना पैसा चाहिए, और आप फिर प्रोडक्ट को चूज कर सकते हैं। जहां तक रही है दो प्रोडक्ट्स की बात, ICICI प्रूडेंशियल का फोकस ब्लू चिप फंड एक लार्ज कैप इक्विटी स्कीम है, एक बहुत अच्छी स्कीम है। आप इस पर कंटिन्यू रखिए। इसने पुरानी परफॉर्मेंस भी काफी अच्छी रखी है, ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम की परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छी रहेगी। बट इसमें एक चीज का ध्यान रखिए कि इक्विटी एक लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट है। इसमें मिनिमम आपका हॉराइजन 5 साल प्लस का होना चाहिए। छोटे टाइम के लिए वॉलेटिलिटी हो सकती है, बट यूजुअली देखा गया है कि लॉन्ग टर्म में इक्विटी एक अच्छा रिटर्न देता है और आपको इसमें स्टे पुट रहना चाहिए। जहां तक रही बात रिलायंस गोल्ड सेविंग स्कीम की और उसमें SIP करने की, कमोडिटी या गोल्ड एक अच्छा एसेट एलोकेशन है। बट अगर आपने ये सोच के इसमें पैसा डाला है कि पिछले 5 साल में गोल्ड में बहुत अच्छा रिटर्न निकला है और अगले 2 साल या 3 साल में भी बहुत अच्छा रिटर्न लिखेगा, तो इस तरह की ऑब्जेक्टिव ठीक नहीं रहेगी। इसको भी आप अपने लॉन्ग टर्म गोल के साथ एसोसिएट करके रखिए। गोल्ड एक बहुत ही लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट क्लास है। 10 साल में एक वेरियस साइकिल्स में चलता है। पिछले कुछ 5 सालों में साइकिल बहुत अच्छी रही है। आने वाले टाइम की साइकिल क्या रहेगी किसी भी एक्सपर्ट को नहीं पता है, बट तब भी मैं रेकमेंड करूंगा 10% तक का पोर्टफोलियो गोल्ड में रहना चाहिए। बट इसका होराइजन 7-8 साल का हो तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा आपके लिए। बट ये जरूर याद रखिए कि गोल बनाइए अपनी जिंदगी के और उसके अंदर इन्वेस्टमेंट को लिंक कीजिए। आपकी टेंशन कम रहेगी और आपकी स्टेइंग पावर ज्यादा रहेगी।
Alright, Sumit, Murari ji, thank you very much for joining us with your questions. Just a clarification, now we have the PTI report on this US court which ordered fresh proceedings to the claims against Satyam.